stop whatever you're doing right now. I need you to listen to this, not with your ears, but with your heart. Because what you are about to hear was not written by any human mind. This message has been waiting for you. It found you today, at this exact moment, for a reason. Don't scroll away. Don't skip ahead. Just breathe. And listen. My child. I am your God. Not a distant God who sits far away and watches your suffering without caring. Not a cold, silent God who only shows up when everything is perfect. No. I am the God who is with you right now, in this moment, in this pain, in this confusion, in this longing. I am the one who fills your life with boundless grace. Grace that you didn't earn. Grace that you don't deserve by your own strength. But grace that I give you freely, because that is who I am. I am the God of never-ending mercy. And no matter what you have done, no matter how far you have walked away from me, that mercy has never stopped flowing toward you. When you find yourself in the deepest pit of despair, when the darkness is so thick you can't see your own hand in front of your face, I am the hand that reaches down into that darkness and lifts you up. I have done it before. And I will do it again. When pain overwhelms you. When your body aches, when your heart is broken, when your mind races with fear and anxiety, I am your comfort. I am your shelter. I am your refuge. I am your unwavering strength. Just like the eagle doesn't fight the storm, it spreads its wings and rises above it, I lift you higher than the storms that try to destroy you. And my eternal word, the promises I have written for you, they are the medicine that heals the wounds that no doctor can reach. The wounds in your soul. The wounds in your heart. I am your God. And I am here. Let me talk to you about your life right now. Because I see it. Every single detail. Nothing is hidden from me. I see the battles you fight every single morning before you even get out of bed. The weight that sits on your chest before the day even begins. The anxiety that greets you before you've said a single word. I see the temptations that surround you. Pulling at you from every direction, whispering lies into your ear, telling you that you're not strong enough, not good enough, not faithful enough. I see the enemies, some of them obvious, some of them hidden, who are working behind the scenes to bring you down. And I see the loneliness. That particular kind of loneliness that comes not from being alone in a room, but from being surrounded by people who don't truly know you. People who smile at your face and talk behind your back. People who were supposed to be your safe place, and they became your source of pain. Friends who became strangers. People you trusted who betrayed that trust. Family members who turned away when you needed them most. I see it all. And I want you to know something. None of it has taken me by surprise. None of it has caught me off guard. None of it has changed how I feel about you. Because in the middle of all of that, I am still here. I have been watching over your very soul. Not just your body, not just your circumstances, your soul. The deepest, most real part of who you are. And I love what I see. I need to warn you about something, and I say this with love, not judgment. You have been placing your hope in places that cannot hold it. You have been looking to people, to relationships, to friendships, to family members, to partners, expecting them to fill a space inside you that only I can fill. And every time they fall short. And they will fall short, because they are human, you are left more broken than before. You have been looking to money. To success. To achievements. Thinking that if you could just reach that next level, buy that next thing, earn that next title, then you would finally feel okay. Finally feel safe. Finally feel enough. But you've reached some of those goals. And the emptiness is still there, isn't it? That emptiness is not a sign that something is wrong with you. It is a sign that you were made for more than this world can offer. I am not telling you that people don't matter. They do. I am not telling you that working hard is wrong. It isn't. I am telling you, don't give to people or to things the place that belongs to me. Because today I come to reaffirm my eternal commitment to you. I am by your side on every road you walk. I carry the burdens that are too heavy for your shoulders. I forgive the mistakes that you keep replaying in your mind. I pour out my Spirit upon you, my wisdom, my peace, my power. And anyone who dares to harm you will face consequences they are not prepared for. Anyone who tries to lead you astray, to pull you away from your destiny, will be held accountable. No one can take you out of my hands. No one. I want to talk to you about your purpose. Because you have one, and it is greater than you have allowed yourself to believe. You have years ahead of you. Years filled with opportunities, with growth, with impact that you cannot yet imagine. There is a sacred mission, specifically designed for your life, that is calling your name right now. A purpose so unique that no one else on this earth can fulfill it the way you can. But here is what I need you to understand. The strength you need to walk in that purpose does not come from this world. It does not come from your education, your connections, your talent, or your willpower alone. It comes from me. If you want blessings that go deep, blessings that don't fade when the season changes, blessings that transform not just your bank account but your mind, your relationships, your family, your legacy, then you need me. Not as a backup plan. Not as a last resort. As your first choice. Every single day. You are on the right path. Keep going. Love me with everything you have. Make me the priority, not just on Sundays, not just when things go wrong. But every morning, every moment. I don't ask for much. Just a few moments each day. Your attention. Your heart. Give me that, and watch what I do with your life. I know what the enemy has been whispering to you. He has been telling you that you are too broken to be used. That your past is too messy. That your mistakes are too many. That God couldn't possibly want someone like you. And some days, you have believed him. But I am here to tell you the truth. You have been chosen. Not because you are perfect. Not because you have never failed. Not because your record is clean. You have been chosen through my sacrifice and resurrection. Through the blood that was shed so that your past could be forgiven, your present could be redeemed, and your future could be secured. You are not a wretched sinner drowning in shame. You are a child of God covered by grace. There is a difference between being convicted of sin, which leads to repentance and freedom, and living under condemnation, which leads to paralysis and shame. I do not condemn you. Yes, there are things in your life that need to change. And I will help you change them, not by shaming you into it, but by transforming you from the inside out. Come to my word when you need direction. Open your Bible when you need wisdom. Find trustworthy people of faith who can walk alongside you, because I will speak to you through them. Be attentive. Pay attention to the quiet moments. The small nudges. The unexpected peace. That is me, speaking to you. I want to be honest with you, because I respect you too much to give you false promises. I have never promised you a life without difficulty. I have never said that following me means smooth roads and no storms. What I have promised is this: you will not face those storms alone. The battles are real. I know they are. The financial pressure that keeps you up at night, that is real. The health challenges that frighten you, real. The relationship conflicts that drain your energy, real. The mental battles, the anxiety, the depression that clouds your thinking, real. I do not minimize any of it. But here is what is also real. When you place your trust in me, genuinely, completely, not just in words but in the posture of your heart, something shifts. I breathe life into situations that looked dead. I open doors that were locked shut. I bring people into your life who carry exactly what you need. I provide in ways that defy human logic. I give you a crown of victory, not because you earned it, but because you belong to me. I grant you authority. Real authority, not the kind that comes from a job title or a bank balance, but the kind that comes from knowing who your Father is. I give you the skill and the courage to overcome obstacles that should have stopped you a long time ago. You are stronger than you think. Not because of your own strength, but because of mine, living inside you. I want to speak to you now about something practical. Something that many people overlook when they talk about faith. Guard your tongue. The power of life and death is in what you speak. And I need you to understand that the words coming out of your mouth, about yourself, about others, about your situation, they carry weight. Do not speak ill of others. Do not spread rumors. Do not gossip. Do not lie to the people who trust you. Do not slander. Do not demean. Because every sin carries consequences, and the sins of the tongue can rend families apart, destroy relationships, and close doors that I was trying to open for you. Adultery, pride, discrimination, bitterness, these are not small things. They are not just personal failures. They ripple outward and affect everyone around you. And if you have fallen in any of these areas, if your words have gone too far, if you have wounded someone carelessly, if you are trapped in a habit that you know is hurting you, come to me. Not tomorrow. Not when you feel ready. Now. I touch your lips. I cleanse your heart. I pardon you. And I ask only this, do not return to the same place you just left. I know the waiting is hard. You have been believing for something, maybe for a long time. And it hasn't come yet. And some days, the waiting feels like silence. Like maybe I'm not listening. Like maybe it's not going to happen. I hear you. And I want you to know, the waiting is not wasted. Everything happening in your life right now, even the painful things, even the confusing things, even the things that make no sense, they are serving a purpose. A purpose that you will understand when you look back from the other side of this season. The situation you are facing today is not the end of your story. It is the crucible that is forming your character, building your faith, and preparing you for what I am about to release into your life. Hold on. I know you are tired. I know your faith has wavered. I know there have been moments when you almost gave up. But stand firm. Remain resolute. Because soon, at the perfect moment, not a day too early or a day too late, I will reaffirm your steps on the path I have chosen for you. And when the breakthrough comes, and it is coming, you will understand why it was so important to believe, to trust, to be patient, and to wait. You have held on. And much more is on its way. I want to tell you something about the season we are in. A spiritual revival is beginning. Not just in churches. Not just in gatherings. But in homes. In families. In ordinary lives like yours. And your home, your family, is part of it. Encourage your children to pursue education. Inspire them to dream beyond what they can currently see. They carry gifts and talents that the world desperately needs. In your own home, the heroes and leaders of tomorrow are growing up right now. But this can only happen if you honor me in your home. If your behavior, not just your words, but your daily choices, your reactions, your attitude, bears witness to your faith. I can change you. Completely. Not partially, completely. The anger you thought was just part of your personality, I can transform it. The bitterness you've carried for years, I can heal it. The fear that has paralyzed you, I can dissolve it. I transform rocks into tender hearts. I turn mourning into laughter. I turn shame into glory. And when your neighbors, your community, sees what I have done in your home, they will be astonished. They will want to know what happened. And you will have an answer. Because you chose to believe. Even when it was hard. Even when it made no sense. Even when everyone around you said it wasn't possible. You believed. My child. Let me close with this. I loved you before you knew my name. I loved you in your worst moments. I loved you when you doubted me. I loved you when you ran from me. I loved you when you felt completely unlovable. And I love you right now, in this moment, as you hear these words. If I did not abandon you yesterday, I will not abandon you today. I have walked with you through every season. The joyful ones and the devastating ones. I have never once forgotten your name. I have never once looked away. So do not give up. Do not let fear have the final word. Do not let the voices of doubt and negativity write the ending of your story. That is my job. And I have already written it. It ends in victory. It ends in peace. It ends in love. Close your eyes for just one moment. And say this, out loud, if you can. Lord, I trust you. I don't understand everything. But I trust you. And I am yours. That prayer just changed something in the spiritual atmosphere around your life. Now go. Walk forward. With confidence. With faith. With the knowledge that the God of the universe is walking right beside you. God bless you. Share this with someone who needs it today. And I will see you in the next one.